Hi folks, today I'm going to show you how to do your November page layout. This one I thought came out very pretty, but it was minimal effort. I was surprised that it was effective, but it was of minimal effort to do. So I think you'll find that the cutting on this one's going to be pretty simple. So the paper we're using is the Comfort and Joy, and it's a beautiful paper pack. I love it. Perfect for Christmas or holiday if you like. In your kit, this is what you'll get. You'll get four avocado mats. You'll get a Cricut cut. That's a frame. It's really pretty. I used gold foil paper for you for the holiday. And you're going to use your sticker sheet actually for the title on this. And then I made everybody a special little poinsettia with the same theme of this paper pack. They actually use white poinsettias instead of the red ones. So that's why I made these. And I'll show you how I did that. And then you'll have a couple of strips of gold foil because I thought that with the frame it needed a little more accent. So you'll have a couple strips of gold foil. And you'll have a piece of your the designer paper, the B&T, whatever they call them, background and texture. And then this side is red and this side has got the holly berries. And you could really do a lot with this. You could cut holly berries and some holly and some evergreen leaves or branches. It would be really pretty that way too. But I chose to use the poinsettias because I just think it's such a holiday flower. And 2 sheets of the new ivory paper, which is called, I forget what color it's called, French Vanilla. So it's not white this time. I think it's French Vanilla. So that's what's in your kit. And I'll put this back together. And I'll show you what I did. But it's not really difficult this month. It's very simple. You probably could figure it out just by following the instructions on or just looking at it. So what I did was, because I saw a layout done where they used the 6-inch squares. So that's exactly what I did here. Now there's a lot of ways you can do 6-inch squares. So I'm going to cut some and I'm going to show you some of the different arrangements. You can decide how you want to do yours. I did mine this way. I did the green one here, the red one here, the green one here, and the red one here. You don't have to do it that way. You can play around. Once you get your 6-inch squares cut, it's simple. You can do it however you like, and I'm going to give you show you some different ways of doing it. And then again, I used 3 of the 4x6 and 2 3x4s. You have 4 of these, so you can just cut one of those in half, and you'll have 2. This was from the sticker sheet right here, and it is raised. I used pop dots on it. You can see I used pop dots on that one. Here I did not. I put this down because it already had a little dimension. You'll see when you get yours. I ran it through my flower mold, and then I rubbed a little of the almond ink on there with a brush or a sponge, and then I took it and put it on my messy mat. I call these my messy mats because they are kind of messy. And I took it like this, and I used my gold shimmer pen, and I made a little puddle of gold here. See how it blops out? And then you can just go. This is a great technique if you want to stamp your own background paper. You take a stamp and you stamp it however, and then you flick your gold shimmer pen on it. Amazing. I mean, you can do it with any of the colors too. It just gives it a little shine, and it's just so pretty. I mean, up close you'll see how pretty these really are. On the camera I'm not sure you can really tell. But anyways, that's what I did, and it's avocado green I used because that's the color in that paper pack set. So that's how I did that. But I did it for you, so all you have to do is assemble. I know everybody gets busy during the holiday time with shopping and cleaning and decorating, and sometimes we just don't have enough time. So you can decide. I ran mine across the bottom. This is about an inch from the bottom where I started with the gold strip, but I didn't start with the gold strip. I started with these first to put down. And that would be probably an inch and a half because the strip is a half inch. So an inch and a half up with these. And then decide how you want to arrange yours. This is actually one of the PML cards. This is a PML card. And this is a PML card for your journaling. Or you could put a photo in there if you wanted and just journal on the bottom. It's however you want to do it. And then Making Spirits Bright. I love that. So I put that there, and you could either put a small photo or you could make some more poinsettias and put something else down there if you want, or even whatever you want to put there, you could put there. You could actually trim these out a little bit here and tuck your photo under if you'd like to with your knife or your scissor. It's easier to do with an X-Acto knife because you wouldn't want to come all the way to the edge to tuck it under. I may do that. I probably could still do that. Just go in there with my X-Acto and just trim around those so I could tuck a photo in there. That's a good idea also. And here, this is just the regular little poinsettia card. However, notice here I did cut that before I put it down because I wanted it to tuck my little gold embellishment under there. These are the gold embellishments that you could buy. This and these come in the gold embellishment pack that we sell, and that's what I used this time to embellish that. So some of you got it, some of you didn't, but you can use whatever you like. You might have some stickers or something at home that are branches or a punch that you can punch some out. This right here, this is popped also. This has some dimension under it. This is a sticker. Now remember, when you do stickers that you want to use adhesive tape on, like this right here, this kind of tape, you put your tape down first where you want it on the back, and then you take your little embossing buddy or some talcum powder or cornstarch and just tap, tap, tap on the back of it so it takes the sticky off the sticker part. So, because if you put this in the page protector, without doing that, these edges are going to stick down, so you lose the effect of your dimension that you've used with your tape. And this one actually was the same thing. I popped this one and this one. These are from your sticker sheets. So I use that, and this from the sticker sheet. And this one also is raised with the tape. And these are stickers also. And how I did these was I raised them like right here, so they kind of stay up there. You could also put some dimensionals underneath that also to make those branches stand up a little bit. It just gives it a little more flair. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut a piece of paper here for you. And take your zip strip off. I didn't use the zip strips this time, but you can on something else, card or another layout. It's red and pretty. So then I'm going to cut it into 6-inch squares. I know you all know how to cut paper, and 6-inch squares are easy. And really, this paper, you can't cut it wrong because there's no stripes on it. So there's that. Now let me get a little sheet of my ivory paper out here. I love this French vanilla. It's a pretty color. And actually, you know what? I did use white, I think. Nope, I didn't use French vanilla. I used white. Well, we can do that. No problem. Got that too. Oops, that's not a whole sheet. That's almost a whole sheet. Not quite. Cut something out of it. There we go. I used white. So here's white. And now, so you can do like I did. How did I do? I did this way. This way. I'm just going to turn this one over to show you. And then I went this way. And this way. And I pulled them up. They're up about 1.5 inches. And then you put your gold strip on the bottom. But there's other ways you could do this. Like you could go this way. Like that. It'll fit perfect like that. and maybe over this way like this. No, not like that. Like this. No, like that. Maybe. And then like that. And then you have a whole different look. So you could put your title piece. If you did it like this, I would somehow get it so that I would have the white part here. We could put the title there, doesn't matter. So you could put your title piece. Let me just take that out and I'll show you. Put your title piece here, like that. And do your strips like this in the center. Oopsie, this isn't glued and I'm not going to glue it because I don't have all these extra kit pieces. I have to use one of the ones I'm giving you. And then you could go like this with your little cards, or go like this if you like, over this way a little bit like that, and then use your PML cards, and you could put your little poinsettia in the center and get those sticker ones out and scatter them about. So I'm just saying that when you do 6x6 squares, there's a lot of ways you can accomplish a beautiful layout, or even do a different one that'll complement the ones if you wanted to do a whole Christmas book or whatever. So you could do more 6x6, but it's an easy way to actually do a simple layout, but yeah, it really looks gorgeous. It looks like it's really, you know, taking a lot of time when it doesn't. So 6x6 squares really work good, and I know a lot of people have those 6x6 paper pads, and this would really work well for that too. Another thing you could do is, I'm not going to do it, but you could do is to cut these in 3x3s, make them flagged, and then line them up here on the top, every other one a different color, or add in a third sheet, and then you have more variation. You could make a little flag topper, and then even in the middle it would be pretty, because then you could put your pictures up here and your title up here. So there's a lot of ways you can do this. You can do it like this. Instead, if you like the reds together and the greens on the end, you can do that, and then you have all this white space up here. You could stamp, and you could do the spatter technique I showed you, like I used on the little flowers. So there's a lot of things you can do with this, but I just wanted to give you some ideas so you weren't boxed into the same corner that I created for you, even though I know a lot of you guys like what I create. I wanted you to play around a little bit this month and have some fun with the shapes. You could cut these in triangles and think about what you could do with that. Then you could make a nice pinwheel in the center. There's a lot of things you can do with 6x6 squares. So take yours, cut them into 6x6 squares, and have some fun. See you next time.